Hello, I'm continuing my reviews on the Puppet Master series with Puppet Master: The Legacy. Now, The Legacy is the 8th film in the Puppet Master series. However, it is debatable whether or not you would actually consider this to be a real Puppet Master movie, because really what this movie is it's really just a slideshow of different clips from the Puppet Master movies. Like, essentially, it's a best of Puppet Master collection, but they do shoot new scenes, kind of trying to create a story, tying all the clips together, and they sold it as a Puppet Master sequel, but really all it is a slideshow of different clips from the earlier films, and that's about it. Now, I personally don't really care for this one, but there are a few things in the movie which I do kind of appreciate, but at the same time, I feel like they could have done these things a lot better. Now, the plot line of the movie, what little plot line there actually is it's about an agent who is looking for the secret to the magic that Too Long used to give life to the puppets, and what happens is she tracks down this old man, and this is one thing that I did like about the movie, is they actually bring back a character from one of the earlier films. They bring back, in Puppet Master 3, there was this young boy named Peter who befriended Too Long, and, and basically in this movie you see Peter as an old man, and he somehow got his hands on the puppets, and he essentially became the new Puppet Master. So this agent, she tracks him down, and she starts interrogating him, trying to get him to give her the secret to animate the puppets. And what happens is then Peter explains to her like the whole origins of the puppets, and then you get flashbacks to the earlier films. And one thing that I liked about this movie, but I feel like they could have done it better, is this movie does bridge gaps in continuity between the films, because the Puppet Master series never really had the best continuity. So it almost seems like this movie is trying to, fill in the gaps of continuity, but at the same time, I feel like it doesn't do the best of jobs with that. But you get scenes from Retro Puppet Master, and then you get scenes from, in Retro Puppet Master explained how Too Long got the power to give life to the puppets. Then you get scenes from Puppet Master 3, and surprisingly, you only get, one scene from the first Puppet Master movie, and that's the scene where you see Too Long kill himself in the beginning of the movie. But then you get scenes from Puppet Master 2, and then you get scenes from Puppet Master 4 and 5, and then you get scenes from The Curse of the Puppet Master. And in the movie, they do explain what happened to Rick in between and Rick was the main character of Puppet Master 4 and 5, and they do explain what happened to Rick in between Puppet Master 5 and Curse of Puppet Master, and it turns out that this agent actually killed Rick, but but the thing is, though, it shows you all these scenes from the earlier Puppet Master movies, but, at the same time, it doesn't explain certain things. Like in Puppet Master 2, Too Long was the villain of that movie, but in all the other Puppet Master movies, Too Long was a good guy, so it doesn't really explain how Too Long went crazy in Puppet Master 2, which I feel like it could have done that to, really bridge gaps in continuity, and, and also, they show you scenes from Curse of Puppet Master, yet it doesn't really, besides showing you those scenes from Curse of Puppet Master, it doesn't really explain that well how Curse of Puppet Master really ties into all this. So the movie, in my opinion, has a lot of problems, but then again, I understand that really all this movie is essentially a best of Puppet Master collection. I understand that it's not technically a real Puppet Master movie, but at the same time, I feel like the fact that they were selling this as a real Puppet Master movie, and the fact that they shot these new scenes with Peter and this agent, I felt like, you know, they could have, like, made something out of that, but I don't know, to me it's like kind of like a missed opportunity almost, and the movie does have kind of an ambiguous ending, and most times I do like ambiguous endings, but not in the case of this movie. In my opinion, this movie needed a little more closure, because this movie just seems to kind of just end like that. You know, so this is definitely one of my personal least favorite Puppet Master movies. I mean, if other people like it, that's fine, but this is one of my personal least favorite installments of the series. So, yeah, that's my review on Puppet Master: The Legacy, and bye.